views like this? Yeah, I do too. According to my audience analysis, every single person in this room said one of the best things about backpacking is the views. You're definitely not wrong. It is. I mean, look at that. You can see all of this and more while backpacking. These are just a few pictures of my trip when I went to the Lake Superior hiking trail in northern Minnesota. There are tons of reasons why you should all go backpacking. Backpacking is a great way to get out into nature and clear your mind. Backpacking is inexpensive and you choose the length and duration of your trip. Backpacking is not only beneficial for your mental but also your physical health. Time and money. That's the one answer that I got overwhelmingly on my audience analysis when I asked what's preventing you from going backpacking. Almost everyone said time, and then almost everyone said money. And I can understand those as real fears, but let me reassure you, they're not. According to the Lake Superior Hiking Trail Association, the Lake Superior Hiking Trail in northern Minnesota is split into over 23 sections. So even though the entire trail is 287 miles long, you can do a section that's 9. The sections are all 20 miles or less, and some are even as short as 8 or 9 miles. People can choose sections and how far they want to go at their own will. Personally, I have always gone for 4 to 5 sections when I go backpacking, but that doesn't mean you can. Backpacking is all to how you want to do it. But if northern Minnesota isn't your vibe, that's totally fine. Will McGrath explains shorter through hikes you are able to do that take only about 30 days. Again, 30 days. No one wants to be gone for 30 days or hiking for 30 days. Me as well. These are all trails you can split up just the same as the Superior Hiking Trail. There are ones in Vermont, New York, anywhere there's probably a backpacking trail you can find. Another thing is all the money. Backpacking costs so much. It's going to cost me thousands of dollars to go. What's the point if I'm only out there for 2 days? That's not true at all. Chuck Ramus, who is a former park ranger, explains, Osprey Levity 45 backpack is $250. That kind of sounds like a whole lot of crazy talk. An Osprey is a type of backpack. And what the 45 means is it carries 45 pounds, which is about the type of backpack you would need for a 5-day hike. And he says that it costs $250. And I'm sure as you're all thinking, oh, that's still a lot of money. I don't have $250 just laying around to spend at my will. I understand that. This is also an extremely expensive backpack. This is one of the top-end backpacks that you can buy. Many people buy backpacks that are $80 to $100, and these backpacks last forever. Most backpackers, and these are avid backpackers that go on 4 to 5 trails a year, 200 plus miles, they usually only buy about 3 backpacks in a lifetime. You will have these things forever. Once you have all your equipment, all you need to do is pack it up and hit the trail. Your main expense after you own everything is your food, and food doesn't cost much. The average backpacker, according to Chuck Ramus, spends about $70 on food per backpacking, and that's on an average of 5-day hike. So that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, plus snacks, because who can't live without snacks, on the trail. The next thing, according to my audience analysis, was where do you want to go? Where would you like to visit? Because obviously you shouldn't go backpacking in northern Minnesota if you hate northern Minnesota. That doesn't make sense. Almost everyone on my analysis said that they wanted to visit Arizona or Colorado sometime in their life. Well, that's good for you, because Arizona and Colorado are homes to 2 very easy beginner backpacking trails for everyone. Arizona is home to the Grand Canyon and the Arizona Trail. Jason Mark, who is an avid backpacker and avid writer, explains in his trip, A Hike Along the Arizona Trail, he explains that him and a friend went on a 2-day trip and hiked 19-mile section of the Arizona Trail. You can choose a small chunk of trail anywhere you want in Arizona to go. This was a super easy hike, and he said they could have even gone farther in the 2 days. If Colorado is your place to be, that's totally cool too. Will McGrath tells us about the Colorado Trail. This is a trail that twists and turns all through the mountains in Colorado. Again, mountains are a little scary. I don't want to climb a mountain personally. I don't want to hike a mountain. That sounds like a lot of work. You don't have to. You can choose a section that's in the valleys of mountains, where you hike from one end to another end, and you don't climb a mountain whatsoever. Again, these are both 200+ mile long trails. You don't need to hike 200+ miles. Split your trail up. Choose which sections are best for you and fit what you want. You can even do things that are called portages. It's kind of a silly name because it's what you use when you're kayaking and canoeing, but backpackers steal from other things. It's where, in the middle of a hike, you veer off and you go into a town. Many people do this on the Lake Superior Hiking Trail, according to the Lake Superior Hiking Trail Association. They stop in Lutsen, Minnesota, and stay a couple nights at a hotel. Why should you go backpacking? Why is backpacking good for you? It's great for your physical and mental health. According to the article, Take a Hike, Dr. Bagish is quoted, saying, hiking on slightly uneven surface of a trail also provides a natural way to engage core muscles in your torso and hone your balance skills. He goes on to explain that the benefits you receive from hiking outside are things you cannot get from a treadmill or a stationary bike, even weightlifting. He also is quoted saying, hiking for long periods of time and changing elevations is great for your cardiovascular system. So you're getting a better exercise than if you were in the gym, and you're working your cardiovascular system. You can't go wrong with that. What if you think, I'm in great shape, I don't need to work out more? Let's check your mental health. Gregory Bratman, he is a psychologist who studied the effects of nature on mental health. In their findings, they said, healing power of nature lies in unconscious autonomic response to natural elements that can occur without recognition, and most notably in individuals who have been stressed before the experiment. This means that people who entered the experiment who had extreme high stress, once being put in nature, showed extreme levels of decreased stress. He is also quoted by saying, these landscapes help moderate and diminish negative thoughts within minutes. That's insane. Just by being on a trail and being outside, you can diminish your negative thoughts instantly. So now we know that it's really good for our mental and physical health. You can go wherever you want, and it's time effective and not a lot of money. So backpacking is an easy trip you can take to get out into nature to better your mental and physical health. Backpacking is not a hard trip to plan because you choose the length and duration of your trip with little to no expenses. Not sure about you, but enjoying beautiful views, improving my physical and mental health, while spending little to no amount of money sounds like a really good vacation to me. So grab your gear and get in the trails. You could even come with me next weekend when I'm on the Superior Hiking Trail. Thank you for listening.